Sword and Shield boxes like Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign, Brilliant Stars have all kind of stagnated. But why? Well, what I can tell you is that it's nothing bad, it's nothing to panic about, it's just a simple market correction. Now, why would you listen to me talk about this? Do I have any authority on Pokemon investing? No, not really. I'm just a dude in a room full of Pokemon. And I like investing and I like talking about the markets and I like talking about how different investments move and ebb and flow over time. I think it's cool. And just listen to what I have to say. See if it makes sense. And as always, take it with a grain of salt. And this isn't investment advice. This is just my opinion and what I see in the markets and what I've looked at all the past Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, even XY stuff, and kind of looked at how those markets have moved and kind of using that knowledge to transplant it onto this situation here. So every new market is different, but we can kind of use the past to get a good idea of how this is going to move because the market is pretty cyclical in most investments and definitely in Pokemon. So, market correction. What is a market correction? Well, after a period of a huge growth or even a huge decline, it's when a market reprices a product and kind of like settles down a little bit. It's like, okay, that was over dramatic. We didn't need to drop it that far, and it brings it back up a little bit. So, same thing kind of happens on either end. It's a stabilization of the market. Now, for these Sword and Shield sets, it appears to be happening right around 200 to 240, depending on the set. Lost Origin is obviously the highest out of all of them, and Fusion Strike as well, because those are the better sets. I would say Lost Origin clears Chilling Reign, in my opinion. That is just my opinion. Don't have to attack me for it. But the market is kind of proving that. It's kind of stagnating right around 220 to 240, I think, is where it's at right now. And why does this price point of 200 matter? So, when you get these boxes at the distribution level or a like off release or something, you get a good deal from someone who has a distributor, you can get them for anywhere from like $90 to $100, $110. So generally, a good rule of investment is when your product doubles, sell half. You get back your original investment, the amount of money you put in, you get that total amount back because the product doubled and you sold half of what you have. It's a way to ensure your safety, and even though you may miss out on some gains in the future, you get your principal investment back and you're pretty safe. And a lot of people choose to do that. So when we look at these boxes, $90 to $110 on the original release, now they're up at $200, $240. People are selling some, and they're happy to sell it at double what they invested. I'd be happy to sell something at double what I invested, and I'm sure you would too. So that's what a lot of people are doing, and eventually this will kind of die down, and prices will start ticking back up. So it's pretty simple. The market is cooling down. It's correcting slightly. People are selling some products off because they want to get their profits. They want to rake in the money. They want to get rid of their heavy bags and make them slightly lighter. And if you bought it at 200, 240, I wouldn't panic. There's no reason to be worried that it's not going up right now. Gains of 50% that we saw in the past 2 months are not normal. That is not how these markets normally move. 50%, I would be happy to see a 50% gain on an investment over 2 or 3 years. Having that in the span of 2 months is insane. So a cool down market is perfectly fine with me. If you're confident in the value of these Sword and Shield sets, I would urge you, don't sell them now. There's no reason to if you can afford to keep them. Now, if you have to pay for rent or something like that, and you're running low on cash, sure, sell a box or two, sell whatever you need to get through with your actual life. But if you are stable, your work is good, your finances and all that are perfectly in order, then just hold on to the boxes. There's no reason to sell them at 200 just because the market isn't moving. Let it sit. In a year, it won't be sitting at 200, 220. My guess is probably like 260 to 280 for Lost Origin, Fusion Strike. I'm not really sure what Chilling Reign's going to do. It seems to be going back down a little bit more, maybe like 220, 240. But still, I don't see these boxes holding these prices for more than a year. I see them being at 200, 300, 400, even $500 before you know it. You just got to stay the course. That's been the biggest thing in my head is not looking at the markets, not looking at the charts every single day. And I know I kind of have to because I'm making these videos, so I have to check the charts. I have to bring the updates and stuff like that, but not letting the charts get to my head and influencing me or causing any emotional distress when I see products not going up or even some of my investments going down. So a quick video. I just wanted to update y'all and let you know there's no reason to panic in this moment. Just because your products aren't shooting up to the moon like they were 2 months ago does not mean they're bad investments. 151 Japanese has been tanking over the past, 2 months because of the reprint coming in. I still think it's a great investment. Just because it's tanking doesn't mean it's a bad investment. I actually think if you can pick it up right now, $60 to $70, which is what you can find on TikTok Shop and I think on eBay as well. That is a great price point. That's like, I mean, that's damn near the Korean price. It's insane. So I don't know, a little tidbit at the end. I'm just kind of yapping off into oblivion. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys as always, and stay safe out there.